When I was young, my family and I used to go on vacation every summer. Each year we went to a place called Maine. There was never a place that we visited in winter, but it was always magical for us. We'd spend our whole vacation just driving along the coastline of Maine and exploring the small towns that are scattered throughout the state. The endless stretch of white sandy beaches with crystal clear turquoise water, swaying pine trees, and a smattering of small red barns were just some of the things that made this place so beautiful. The charm of this place endeared itself even more once my family moved to a similar town not too far away from where we used to stay. Every year after that, whenever my parents had time off from work, they'd take us on vacation to this little town in Maine where everything was perfect. From its bucolic natural beauty to its warm-hearted locals who treated us like family instead of strangers passing by through their lives. And now that I'm an adult with my own family and have kids of my own, I realize how lucky we were as children to grow up in such a magical place like Maine where every moment was filled with wonder and joy. The power of nature. As soon as you arrive in Maine, the state's natural beauty grabs you by the heart and never lets go. The endless stretch of white sand beaches and crystal clear blue waters are just a part of it. The seaside state is home to some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Wandering along these beaches, you'll feel like you're in another world. You'll feel as though time has stopped here, while the power of nature has created a place where you can completely relax. The tranquility of these beaches is overwhelming, and it's difficult to believe that you're in the middle of a bustling city just a few miles away. The charm of small towns. Maine towns all have a certain charm to them, and Old Orchard Beach is no exception. A town like this is a vivid reminder that the future is uncertain, and the past is what we should appreciate the most. Towns like this are reminders to slow down and appreciate the small things in life. There's a certain peace and tranquility that comes with living in a small town like this. A town like this reminds you that there's beauty in the simplest things. It's hard to believe that such a serene place can be so close to a bustling city like Portland. The innocence of summertime. The innocence of summertime is something that never goes away. Even as an adult, you somehow manage to keep the innocence of a childhood summer alive in your heart. This is a place where time stands still and nothing is more important than being with your loved ones and enjoying the warm summer weather. Summer is a time when you can do anything you want and still be happy with yourself, your life, and the world. It's a time when you can be free, wild, and unrestrained. It's a time when you can be irresponsible and negligent without a care in the world. During summers in Maine, there are few things that are more important than lounging on the beach with your loved ones, eating fresh seafood, and swimming in the sea. There's no greater feeling than sitting on the beach with your friends, sipping on a cold drink, and watching the waves roll in. The carefree spirit of childhood. The carefree spirit of childhood is something that never grows old. You never really forget the feeling of being young and carefree. Growing up in Maine was amazing. I've never seen a place like this before, and I've never experienced the kind of beauty that Maine has to offer. It's a place where everything is peaceful and serene, and you can feel like you're in another world. You can never forget the feeling of being young and carefree. Growing up in this place and experiencing the innocence of childhood is something that will always stay with you. It's a place where you can let your guard down and be yourself, while still feeling like you're among family. There's always something to do. Maine is such a magical place that you can always find something to do. You can go hiking, biking, swimming, or visit an art museum. Or if you're into nature and the outdoors, you can go fishing, hiking, or canoeing. There's always something to do in Maine. And if you're looking for something more adventurous, you can always go scuba diving or surfing. If you love the beach, there's a town for you. You can go to one of the state's many beaches or visit one of the state's many lighthouses. Maine is a state full of natural beauty, and it's a place where you can always find something to do. Comfort and coziness everywhere you look. While you're in Maine, you can feel as though you've stepped back in time. There's a certain coziness and warmth that comes with this place. Everything, from the buildings to the people, feels like it belongs there. It's a place where you can feel safe and sheltered. It's a place where you can relax and be yourself. As soon as you step into Maine, you'll feel as though you've stepped back in time. Everything, from the buildings to the people, feels like it belongs there. It's a place where you can feel safe and sheltered. It's a place where you can relax and be yourself. Maine, vivid memories of a time gone by. Southern Maine is one of the most beautiful places in the world. While you're there, you'll feel as though you've stepped back in time. The streets are lined with picturesque seaside towns, and the water is as clear as it can get. The beauty of the place is unmatched. What I love most about Maine is that you can visit it as a local and feel as though you're visiting your own backyard. Everything feels familiar and you're welcomed by the people like you've gone back in time. The place is full of charm, and it's impossible to walk away from it without feeling a sense of awe. Final thoughts. Portland, Old Orchard Beach, Saco, Kennebunk, Ogunquit, and Kittery are places where you can feel as though you've stepped back in time. It's a place where everything feels familiar, and you're welcomed by the people like you've gone back in time. The place is full of charm, and it's impossible to walk away from it without feeling a sense of awe. Yes, I lived an idyllic childhood in a magical place that carved within me memories of a carefree youth, a wonderland of natural beauty, a place where time stood still and I could allow my mind to wander. It was a place that taught me values, freedom, and simplicity. I truly miss those days, but know that the memories of years gone by made me the person I am today. Thank you, Maine, for those moments, days, and years of memories that remind me of a simpler time when I was young and full of life's potential.